All right, we're back on the Scare Value podcast, and this
Back
is
in the basement.
Can you get one line in?
No.
You are the king of talking over people.
You know why?
Because you have attention deficit disorder?
Yeah, probably. It's a real thing. I should get tested.
You couldn't sit through the test.
That's been the problem historically.
Speaking of attention deficit disorder, we have a guest today.
Who's the guest? My son?
Yes.
Speaking of.
This is 7-year-old Sam, who we've heard about on the podcast, being left with strangers at a Saw.
Oh, yes, a Saw-themed murder mystery room where I volunteered and left you all alone with strangers because you hadn't met Aunt Nicole and Uncle Justin yet.
Yeah, so I just left and went to the other room.
That's
and
right.
yeah, and then
And
what?
then I just went, that one was too dark, so I just moved with my mom and I ate some chocolate pretzels.
Oh, yeah? Good time?
They're pretty good.
So, why did you have to leave? What did they do to me in the room?
You were in a chair.
Yeah.
You had a bag over your head.
Yeah?
And you had things, and it's a vibrating chair, and I got scared.
Oh, this is the sex dungeon. This isn't the Saw.
Yeah. Ooh,
It's
Sam.
not- But
Sam, cover your ears. Earmuffs, son. I'm just kidding, buddy. Yeah, it was not the right room, right, to take you to for the very first time.
hey, Alice.
Okay, that was our cat Alice walking by.
Our other cat Stubbs is chilling upstairs in our cat tower.
That's true.
It's how he do.
So,
We have a lot of Spider-Man posters.
Sam is a big horror fan for what he's allowed to see so far.
Yes, I
But-
watched all the Resident Evils
That's right.
movies.
Yeah.
Already.
What's our cat's name?
Allison Stubbs.
Yes, but Alice is
Is-
also from.
Resident Evil.
Did you name him that? Heard that, I suppose?
Yeah, we named her. She used to be called Squeak.
Yeah. You've stripped away his
Because
identity.
she does squeak in the morning when she wants food.
And when you step on her.
Obviously.
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 I don't think it was obvious to everyone, but now we know.
I'm wearing a Dawson Knox jersey.
That's true. We're in Buffalo, and
He is a Dawson Knox fan, so go Dawson Knox.
I also went to the Bill Stadium to see the Bill scrimmage.
yeah, did you have fun?
Yes,
Nope,
I saw Josh Allen 50 times.
Oh.
that is true. So, what's your favorite of the horror movies you've seen? What horror movies have you seen? Can you tell us some?
Resident Evil
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
8, 9. Look how high I can count.
No, just,
He's tapped out now.
he doesn't even know what 2 plus 2 is.
I know.
I know, it's 22.
I took math with him in high school. You are your father's son.
I'm so proud of you, boy. You know so much math.
You think it's 42? I think it's 22.
I don't know where he gets this at school. They teach him. I guess I should have paid more attention.
Yep. So, did you saw Monster Squad?
Yes, I love Monster Squad. I want to watch it.
That is a good one. What was the one you just saw with Owen? Deadstream?
Yeah, Deadstream is a really good one.
You saw Army of Darkness?
With Ash and the chainsaw.
Oh,
hand.
yes! Keep forgetting.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
been
no.
so long.
Well, we got to watch that one again.
Yes. So when he's like dropped into the pit with all the monsters, I get scared.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
That was when I was like 6, but now I'm 7.
Ah.
Big boy. And next month is my birthday.
Wow.
Is there an...
Let's see if Pete can figure out how old you'll be. What's 7 plus 1, Pete? He's usually okay in the single digits.
Sam,
What?
Check his math.
are you 9 or 8 this year?
Dangerously close to whispering.
Oh, I know not to whisper.
I'm 8.
You're 8? 8? Yeah, he's 8. The
Oh.
answer is 8.
Pete's correct.
Oh,
Final answer.
wow.
All right. So, is there any horror movies you want to see?
Yes.
What?
Honestly, Freddy vs. Jason.
think you could watch that one.
Because we were just watching it?
Yes.
Well, there is the late
Alice is
90s nudity,
laying
or
down.
late, it's like one of the last
Look at
gasps of
Alice,
nudity.
guys.
What's Alice doing? Alice is laying on a Lego table.
But the Lego table is flipped around. He's okay.
Oh, so there's no pointy Lego sticking into her?
What'd you say about Freddy
And
vs.
Fred's
Jason?
going to pet her.
The nudity was like one of the last times you see that in horror.
Was there nudity in that movie?
There absolutely was. My poor traumatized friend who had just had a horrible life and was then murdered. In the shower, there was a scene.
maybe.
And then I feel the first kill at the beginning was nude as she ran through the woods with Jason
you're
waking up.
Wait, I have another horror show. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's good.
Scooby-Doo's. Oh, what about the Kongs and Godzillas?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Fred, I said they were going to fight to death, but Fred was like, I think they're going to be friends, and she got it correct.
That's right, she did.
Fred's going to be on this podcast too.
Later.
Fred is my daughter, who is older than him by.
He's 10.
Thank you. By like 2 or more years.
2 or more
Free,
years.
Dad.
Well,
Free.
is it 3? Because what about when you turn 8? Then it's just 2.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Is it frustrating to try to just sit here while we do math at you?
I've been watching you do it for 30 years. This is the best you've ever done.
Setting a good example for the next generation.
Yep.
Why do we have so many posters?
We don't have
We've
enough
brought this
posters.
up on
We
this
have like
podcast before.
50.
We need more.
No, how about we get 100? No, the unicorn.
You're pointing to a unicorn on the wall from a birthday party that we've never taken down.
Nice.
You want to keep it up or what?
There's a Descendants poster with, the life-size Disney film The Descendants, and they're chilling, and somebody has written on one of the characters' shirts, there's a big heart with the letters F-U-K underneath it. It's very well done. It looks like it's part of the shirt, but do you know anything about that, Sam?
No.
No? It came like that?
The spelling seems like it was you, Pete.
Yes.
I think you've
Dad.
given yourself away.
It's my dad.
The C is silent.
My younger brother, one time, someone had colored all over the walls, and she came and asked me who had colored on the walls, just drawn this picture. And I, of course, said, well, it was Dave, my younger brother. And she said, why did he sign your name to it then?
He's a genius.
But it wasn't. It was me. I drew on the
For
wall.
real?
You signed your name on
And
it?
I signed my name
Oh,
on
you're
it
an
and blamed
idiot.
Dave.
Do you ever think that,
Trying
like,
to pop my fingers
Sam, do you ever think that your dad's a dummy?
all the time.
Because now's the time if you want to tell funny stories about your dad.
Wait,
He's
what does
powerless
it
to
look
stop
like?
it.
He has a chef hat on.
He'd rather talk about things he sees that
Look
no
it-
one else can
look
see
it-
because we're
look
on a
it
podcast.
looks like a chef
an
hat, to be
audio
honest.
medium.
He's never
It
once.
does look like a chef hat.
Who's got a chef hat on?
The Rock.
The thing, Ben Grimm?
No, it does kind of. I see what he's saying.
Yeah, it's Mr. Fantastic's hand
I see it.
stretching behind
I see
him.
it.
Oh, wow.
Well, no one
Hold
else
on.
can see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sam has never once we've come down here 1,000 times. He's never been like, look at this, look at this, look at this. But as soon as no one can see it, he's like, let's talk about the decor in here.
He's got the instincts of
The
a
minion
showman.
the minion thing says, "I'm Wolf stupid.
Yes, that would be a minion poster on our wall. He can read now.
I can read."
Oh boy.
So of all those movies, Sam, which one's your favorite scary
Resident
movie?
Evil.
Right.
Not Resident Evil.
The first
Scooby
one?
Doo.
Scooby-Doo. We're big Scooby-Doo fans. We did a family costume one year. Who was I?
You were
Oh,
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
I was Fred.
It
but
wasn't me.
this,
No, it
I
was this time.
You should
Despite,
go as a
This
rapper
year for
tradition.
and
this
redo
year
these
for
things.
Halloween, I'm gonna be.
That would be pretty solid.
This year for Halloween, I'm gonna be Jason again.
Again?
Because last year,
Are
Yeah.
you going to wander up and down the street with Mr. Jim, who is Michael Myers?
Yes.
And
If
you're
he
gonna be
tries
Jason.
to come kill me, I'll stab him.
But
Oh,
you've
yeah.
never seen a Jason movie.
I don't care.
How do you know who he
I
is?
was him last year.
But how do you know who Jason is? That's something me and Uncle Brian were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, you've never seen a Jason movie. How do you know who Jason is and Michael Myers? Do you know who Freddy Krueger is?
No.
Because of the neighbors and the Halloweens. He sees those people, but he's never seen Freddy. That's amazing
I've
how
seen
they cultural
Jason.
imprint.
Yeah, you've seen Jason, right?
I've-
This is what I was saying on
Yeah.
that other podcast.
I saw it was on the back of a shirt. It said Jason. So that's
Yep,
it.
you see a lot of advertising for Jason and Crystal Lake and things.
You know what I think you should go as? You should go as Ash.
Get a chainsaw hand.
You could rig it up so it looks like it's coming out of your sleeve,
No.
and then you could dye your hair black.
I might go as Ash.
I'm not
I'll have
done.
to get a wig.
You're gonna shave your white beard off.
Yes, do it. I dare him to do it.
Kitty has told me I may never shave my beard again. I shaved it once for a wedding 20-something years ago, and now I'm not allowed to anymore.
Right around the time of Freddy versus Jason.
I play football.
Right around then.
I play football.
Have you seen?
He's seen it all, man. I don't know. You've seen the monster movies. You've seen. I mean, Deadstream is one of the newer.
I love Deadstream.
It's
Yeah.
a great one.
Good. I'm pretty sure he chopped off his middle finger and he stuck it up.
Yep, he did.
I was like, dude.
So I think
what
you're
are you
gonna like
doing?
when you're growing up. I think you're gonna watch a lot of horror movies
I'm
you
gonna
seem to
watch
like.
more horror movies than Dad and you combined.
I don't think that's possible.
Every day I'm gonna watch a horror movie.
A lot of the older horror movies are slow. That is a face of anger that he is giving me. And
I watch Star Wars.
Okay, you're just naming things you've seen now?
Yes.
And you're also still looking at posters in the basement,
Yes.
aren't you? Yeah, okay. I thought that's what was
I popped
happening
my
here.
finger. But pinky.
I can do that too. You hear that? Let's all get in on a crack our knuckles party.
Hey,
Ooh, I hurt my shoulder.
listen.
Wow.
That's his wrist for everyone at home.
I don't know if that's gonna pick up or not.
Oh, that big crack.
He asked me if I play any sports, and I said I'm 43 years old.
You
He
play.
also asked you if you ever stepped on a bee, and then I asked you because I wanted to know the answer.
He asked me if I ever no, this is dumber. He asked me if I was ever not him, you. He asked me if I was ever stung by a bee. I said no. You became so obsessed with it, you presented more and more scenarios where I might have been stung by a bee,
And I
despite
said, if
already
you
knowing
want to
the
get
answer.
stung by a bee for the first time, you can just run in a garage with your shoes off.
He's like, haven't you ever stepped on one? I was like, no. He's like, you ever tried to open a window and been stung by a bee you're trying to get out? And I was like, well, I don't know what scenario you think's going to end with a different answer, but this was how the morning started.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, when you say it like that, it makes me sound like a loon.
No, you always sound like a
Oh boy.
Oh, he gets it. He gets the podcast. He had a little struggle there with the what people can see, but he gets the main crux of it.
I
Getting
kind
up on feet.
It's a 4. It's a 4.
He's pointing at posters again.
It's a 4.
Or he's trying to confuse Pete with numbers. One of those.
Yes, I'm trying to confuse him. Yeah.
It's
What?
working.
How do you spell happy birthday?
I don't know.
think
How
you
do
know
you
how.
spell happy
It's
birthday?
behind you.
Another good joke for those at home or in your car. The punchline is, it's behind you.
It's good they're in their car because this is a good way homer. That's when they're going to get it. Like, oh, he's still talking about the wall. I'm going to make a list for you of movies I think you can watch at your age. And they'll be fast and not too scary, but they'll be
I don't care if they're too scary. I'll just go
Don't
under a
be too
blanket. I'll be safe.
bloody.
The next time my nephew sleeps over, we're watching Poltergeist because it is the
That's one
best
you can
of
watch.
all horror movies.
I never
not.
watched Poltergeist.
I know it's going to be a fun one.
It's going
Is
to
it
be
scary?
Oh,
parts,
yeah.
parts of it.
Yes.
It'll make you afraid of the tree. Well, you don't have a tree outside your window, so you'll be
I
fine.
No,
do.
we live in a barren wasteland.
But I do
No,
have
we
to.
do have a tree outside.
Not it's outside your bedroom window.
Oh, good.
But I do have to go buy him a creepy clown before he watches it.
Why?
He'll see.
If you do it, I'll give you a good whack.
I don't know what a WAP is, but by context,
On your
it's-
I know
eye.
what it is.
On your eye.
There was a song about it.
I'm gonna wax your eyebrows.
and then
No,
you're gonna,
I'm gonna wax your beard.
This got really specific.
I'm gonna wax his beard.
he has
And then
cruel
I'm
and
gonna
unusual
wax your
punishment.
mustache.
Okay,
Just the mustache.
but the rest you're gonna leave unwaxed, unvarnished.
Actually, I'm just gonna wax your beard and leave the mustache. You look like an old dude.
Yeah, so I look like an old dude then. I appreciate that, Sam. So
Why are you so hairy?
Fred is smacking her forehead in disbelief at what is occurring here as she waits in the wings.
Anything?
You've got a list coming?
I'm going to make a list.
I've never given
for
him a list.
movies that are good gateway horror movies.
That's what'll help me, because I just sit there and look at stuff and go, should I show this to Sam? I'm going to watch.
Did you see Psycho Gorman?
Not yet.
No, I think you could do that
I
one.
think you could do Psycho Gorman. That's one of the ones that's on my
It's
list.
a very Monster Squad like. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a lot
Also,
of fun.
anyone at home should
Me
watch
and
it,
my
too.
dad
Why do I
watch-
keep thinking everyone's at home today? What is going on with me?
Me and my
I
dad
don't
once watched Spaceballs.
We did watch Spaceballs.
It's
We're
a funny movie.
Mel Brooks fans over here. Yeah. What about Robin Hood Men in
You
Texas?
could watch Young Frankenstein.
Wait, remember he said,
I've been
"Let
wanting
me
to
your
watch that."
ears,
Good
my
stuff.
ears,
By years.
and lend me your nose, my nose.
This is Sam's Reenactment Theater. Spot on.
Light on your eyes.
Now
blind.
we're just going. We're going to
Light
In a
on
new
your
direction.
legs. Light on your head.
body horror now.
So what's
Light
the
on your body.
what's the funniest story you have about your dad?
He's bald.
Stealing the good material. He's not bald though. You know what bald means? He'd have no hair.
My cats lick his head.
Oh, that's true. I've heard that one before.
Wait. So
Who is telling
when we
you?
had-
Is there
when
a
we
forum
had-
or something?
Everyone's talking about it.
Shrinky, when we had Shrinky kept licking Dad on the middle of his head, and somehow hair keeps growing there. That's
Somehow.
confusing. That's confusing.
I guess we'll have
We
to
need
bring that
we
up
need
in
to
science.
shave your chest.
Why are we shaving my chest?
It's so hairy.
It's hilarious.
It looks like your head, to be honest.
My
So he's bald, but he has a hairy chest like his hairy head.
Yes.
All right.
makes sense to
And
me.
like your
What's up?
hairy
Keep
beard.
up.
I have a hairy beard.
Wait, why do you have gray on your beard?
Because I'm 43 years old.
Well, my dad's older and he doesn't have gray on his
No,
beard.
because it can't see through the white.
It goes up to his hair.
He's gone shock white beard.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Why, who?
I have 4 or 5 stray gray hairs in my giant beard. He's got a full white beard because he has
You got
children.
some white on your beard.
You know,
Yeah, I do.
you've known Uncle Brian your whole life. You can feel free to say something funny you remember about him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, doesn't make any sense to me.
One time we were going in the pool. When he sticked his own, he was like, "Ah!"
Yes, we've talked about this in the podcast too. I don't enter pools gracefully.
Oh no. Oh no. He
I'm
is.
touching your toe with my toes.
Thank you, Sam. We're playing toe touch underneath the table.
You want to join in? No shoes in the house.
Apparently, there are no shoes in the basement.
Yeah,
No,
no shoes in the house.
I've completely lost my train of thought.
I
To the
see
shock
so
of
many
no
white.
one.
We're gonna get a TV in our basement soon.
Is that true?
That is true. We have a TV right over there
It
behind
got
that.
broken.
Oh, that's
It's
a new
not
one.
broken.
I'm not going to put it up until I actually just asked Sam, and he said, "I'm not going to put a TV up in the basement
Looks banana shirt.
now." Thanks. I'm wearing a Bluth banana T-shirt.
There's always money in the banana stand.
All right, I think we're ready for our next guest.
Okay, Fred, come on.
Thanks for coming on, Sam.
I'm gonna be back later.
Take your
Is that a
headphones off.
promise or a threat?
Fred,
That's a yes.
It's always a threat with him.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, now we're watching Fred come up. Hello, Winifred. Winifred Rex, named for the mighty Tyrannosaurus. Also a Tom Waits song.
I'm cold.
Well, a name in a Tom Waits song. Close enough.
Nobody cares, Pete.
I care. You know who else cares? Me. And you know who else?
Mrs. Waits.
Mrs. Waits. And maybe Tom Waits. And maybe our foreign correspondent, KB, since he helped me name her. The middle name, anyway.
Alice scratched me.
Alice the cat. Say hello, Fred.
Hi.
Now, Fred, you created your own podcast. And I have taken some audio clips from it so that everybody can hear what you think of your dad and I.
This was out of nowhere. She just said, "Hey, come look at this." And then she did it. And I'm not quite sure how to feel.
I'm gonna play the first clip, and then you can explain to us what's going on. You ready?
Sure. Me acting out my dad's podcast. First of all, there's no camera, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Him and my uncle just sitting face to face, staring at each other.
So this movie was pretty weird, and I liked the horror in it.
My dad.
Yeah, I mean it had great textures and stuff like. Yeah. Oh, and I also remember the time when Fred called me bald. She eventually called me bald in the car.
My uncle.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, even though I wasn't there for that. But still, it was hilarious. My hat's falling off for no reason today.
The one Killer Pinata, like Killer Pinata's wife or whatever it's called, I forgot already, because I'm my dad.
So, some notes. I think you've given Pete too much credit for commenting on the textures of the film because he's never gone that in depth before.
I forgot the word.
However, no, he just doesn't comment on things that you've given him too much credit. However, you've nailed him perfectly with the, I forgot what the name is because I'm my dad. That was perfect.
As soon as I saw that part, I felt bad.
Yep. And you've got my voice down pretty great.
You've already established that he's got a hat on, which becomes important later. It's good to lay the groundwork early.
No.
So,
Go ahead.
shall we keep going with
Yeah.
this?
So we're going to get a special cameo at the beginning of the second clip.
Don't! I'm doing something! Dad, it's something special for you! He just came into my podcast room.
So anyway, Fred calls me bald for no reason. What was I talking? Oh yeah, your head's so weird and right now. So anyway, so like that was a great like filming and stuff, and like when the part like where the it was the lady's first kill. And yeah. It was great. Okay, that's the end of our podcast because it's been like 1 hour. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. I need to go eat, and the kids are coming home soon. And I don't want them doing anything naughty. Yeah, I better head out soon.
So, Pete, you've made a cameo at the beginning of that section.
That was my first rumbling that something was happening.
She has your throat clearing down perfectly.
I know, and now I have to clear my throat self-consciously, and I'm not going to do it. So there, everybody.
And she got right back to me like, that was a good movie. That is
Yeah.
what I sound like.
That is.
I just tried to do a fake impression. I was like, well, that sounds about accurate.
It is so far a very, very adept skewering of both of us.
Yes, and it's about to get a little more accurate. There it is. It's about to get a little more accurate. You ready for the finale?
No,
I am.
I'm not.
Here we go.
Me. Hi.
Hey guys, what you doing?
My dad. Finishing a podcast. You can tell. Don't steal my hat. My dad goes up to the bathroom to take a dump. My Uncle Brian, don't take my hat. Me. My hat. Don't take my hat again.
The end. Wasn't that just like my dad? And my uncle?
I feel like she nailed the essence of our characters in the end there.
Yep.
The only thing I'm left with wondering is why? Why, Fred? Why did you do this to us?
I did it to you.
Uncle Brian was just a collateral damage kind of thing?
Yep.
Sorry, Uncle Brian.
Hey, she got me 100%. My main characteristic is don't take my hat. And yours is dropping deuces very loudly in the bathroom, apparently.
This podcast is running long. I've been waiting. I've been holding it in for so long.
Is this how he ends every podcast? He's like, well, gotta go take a dump now.
Pretty much.
Oh.
He does it every day.
Well, most people do.
3 or 4 times, right? 5?
Well, what time is it?
Dump a clock.
5 by now, yeah.
Like, I think it's 10. I don't know anymore.
One thing not on the walls down here is a clock.
No. Okay. This is apparently Sam bringing us a notepad to tell us what time it is. Thank you. It's
Okay,
11:18.
thank
11:18.
Okay.
We hadn't weighed in with our guesses yet.
So yeah, 4 or 5 dumps by now. It sounds about right.
3. 3 before noon. Feel better soon.
Now, Fred doesn't like horror movies.
Well, I know some people, and I cannot believe Sam doesn't know who Freddy Krueger is. I know actually who he is.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he has like claws or whatever.
yep.
That's right. So you know who Freddy Krueger is, but you're not a fan of any kind of horror stuff.
Like, I know that we went to like an escape room. That was enough scary for me.
Which room did you have?
Titanic.
The Titanic sinking and you were trapped and you
Whoa,
had to get out.
whoa, spoiler alert.
Sorry. Spoiler alert to that 20-year-old movie.
Is that 20? Yeah.
25?
25, 26?
6, 28?
26 now?
Sure.
That's spoiler alert for life.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about 1912.
What happened in 1912?
Oh boy. What do you know about the Titanic, Fred?
I don't really remember. It hit an iceberg and then it sank.
That is literally everything you have to know about the Titanic. You remember fine, and you remember every detail that matters.
But I guess just why did you make the podcast? That's what we're here for. This is your
Oh, no, I
masterpiece.
get why you made the podcast.
I don't. This came out of left field, but it's great.
Because you're a fool, and she wanted to document your foolishness.
That's true. My jaw is agape.
The first.
You don't know what 2 plus 2.
That's
Why
true.
does everybody get hung up on this?
Because I've been teaching you for a few days with a whiteboard, and you're like, I don't know.
Well,
There's construction involved.
That's more of an indication of a bad teacher than a bad student.
That's not
I
true.
don't want to cast stones, Fred. She's glaring at me. What does that mean, Uncle Brian?
It means you're about to get another podcast.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Now, Fred, that was very funny, and I really enjoyed how you remembered to state who the characters were before you switched. That's very clever. It was very well structured, and it had really strong purpose. And I thought it was very funny, which is amazing because you're notoriously not a funny person. Do you want to tell everybody the joke that you used for 4 straight years? Just seeing if you can get a laugh?
I don't remember.
I'd come over, and she'd walk in the room and say, something smells in here. And then she'd hold for laughter that never came. And for
I've never done that.
For 4 years, she waited for that laughter, and it never came.
Wait, when did I ever do that?
You did that from the ages of like 5 to 9 or 4 to 8, somewhere in there.
I believe it was something Grandpa you would say. So you started saying it.
I'm
Or
used-
not. This might be just out of your own thing.
I'm used to saying, "What are you doing here?"
That's the new one. You've switched it up to
Yep.
that one, and
Yes.
you wait for laughs that actually do come because I think it's kind of funny.
And I don't think that one's a laugh one. She's really angry that you're here, and she'd like you not to be.
That's possibly true.
That's the way I always write it. Fred, which way was it?
What?
You just want Uncle Brian gone, or are you thinking you're funny?
I want him gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
High five.
That's,
I'm really cold right now.
You're really cold?
Yes, it's freezing down here.
Okay.
well, we're by the Frozen poster.
Oh, true.
Let it
No,
go.
I'm doing it.
Naming things that you see in the
Yeah.
room.
I love that.
Gambit's on the back wall.
So, do you think you'll ever start watching really scary movies?
Most likely not.
No. What about Mom? You think she'll ever watch horror movies?
Maybe. I'm
Maybe.
not sure.
Well, yeah, she watches them for the podcast when she wants to come on and talk about them to see why Uncle Brian won't leave my basement.
I won't leave the basement because you have me chained down here, so we don't get that episode.
That episode will never ever see the light of day.
We had an episode that Uncle Ken in Taiwan hosted that
Against
was
his will and not
with no warning.
planned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blaming him, but it's really our fault because we thought it'd be funny if we didn't tell him he was doing it. So it's like an hour and a half of just insane ramblings. And I think your podcast is closer in form to what we're looking for than the one that we did there was.
Yes, you made a better podcast than we did.
By far.
I think I always do better than you guys.
That
Well,
I don't know.
That kind of arrogance is what leads to building ships that sink.
Yes, the biggest ships, the bestest ships. That was the Titanic.
The unsinkable.
reference. I just figured it out. I am getting slow. What, Fred? You've been begging me to come on this podcast. You made a podcast. To
Tell
mock
everyone
me to
how
be on
bald
this.
Pete is.
That is what you've been threatening to do. I'm surprised you didn't come swinging out of the gate with that the second you got on the air.
What?
Hey, look, my dad's bald. You guys can't see.
I think I said that lots of times in my head when I was a baby.
Baby's first thought, my dad's bald.
Yep.
I don't think I was bald back then.
Her first
Yes, you
sentence
were.
was, what's going on? What's going on in this area back here in the back of your head?
She did want to ask me what I was doing when I walked into a room, and I answered her as if I needed to explain myself and justify why I was sitting down for a minute. You have a tone, Fred, when you say things that makes people, at least me, think I've done wrong.
Fred, do you remember your first day of school? First grade, not or kindergarten, not preschool or anything. I remember.
Don't remember.
Because you used to run around with all this energy and just be completely crazy. And then I came over the day you got home from your first day of kindergarten, and you looked like you just met how hard and horrible the world is. And you just slumped down on the couch and fell asleep immediately. And I was like, boy, the world just shows up sometimes.
I know, like, one time I was always jealous of Sam because I always had to go to school. And he always got to hang out with Grandma. And so I just,
Which grandma?
my Grandma, you.
Yeah, I'd be jealous then too.
Yeah.
Take that, my
'Cause-
mom.
Yeah.
He always got to sleep and he got to do, like, nothing, basically, just hang out.
As
and
babies do, notoriously lazy.
That's what you did for before
I
that.
know. My
That's what
mom
you do now.
said I slept, like, 16 hours a day.
Wow.
You did. You were like a cat. You'd be awake for about 6 hours a day, maybe. You'd eat, you'd roll around for a bit, and then nap time again. I watched
Poop 5-6 times, yeah.
I watched like 6 episodes or 6 seasons of Doctor Who back when it was, the relaunch. Fantastic times. Now I can't watch anything.
Yep.
she
She
just
said smugly.
she just had the look on her face like all by design.
You could, like, watch anything because me
Yeah.
and Sam are usually in our room hanging out, but Like, I remember, like, last time you tried that, you were put on, like, a very scary movie, and we just walked out.
Yes, so I can watch whatever I want.
Do you want to tell the audience, Pete, how you've managed to avoid watching Hamilton despite my pleas for 3 years?
I haven't watched Hamilton for 3 years.
How you use the children to get out of watching it?
I use the children to get out of doing everything.
So I use your children to get out of things too.
Right.
But
No, I don't remember this particular excuse.
you don't
I'm
remember
giving
your
you.
own life. I've been trying to get them
A
to
lot
watch.
happens to me, man. I'm a busy guy, right, Fred? I got crows to tame. I got caves to fall in.
Not to that again.
I asked him to watch
glaring at
Hamilton because I think Hamilton is probably the greatest piece of art created in the history of the United States of America. But he refuses to watch it, and then he says, sometimes I put it on, but I have the kids there, and they don't want to watch it. So after
Yeah.
like a song, they're like, we don't want to watch this, and I get out of watching it. Like he's getting out of one of the greatest cultural events in the history of humanity.
Hey, Fred, would you want to watch a movie where people just sing a lot?
Do you like Frozen, Fred?
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess that's a yes.
Yep.
No. What about The Descendants?
I like the sentence.
They don't sing in that.
Yeah, they do.
What? What
Wow,
about
you have
Zombie
really
High?
bad memory.
What about the year you spent watching Moana and then referred to it to me as another adult as the good one?
It is the good one.
I
like
remember.
Moana.
I remember when me and Sam stopped watching My Little Ponies like a few years ago. My dad got really sad.
Jesus Christ. I did get sad. There was some good stuff going on in the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
I don't even remember.
Rainbow Dash is awesome. Pinkie Pie is great.
I know
never
what you're actually
cared-
going as for Halloween.
I never cared for Rarity. You know.
Do you think your dad should go for Halloween as a My Little Pony?
Yep.
Yep. It is decided.
Yep.
Sam is cheering in the background. Thumbs up for that idea. There is a place called Philadelphia in
Oh,
the My
no.
Little Pony universe.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a convention you went to, and things got hairy. Oh no, I didn't even mean that one.
Ooh, see, it infects you. But anyway, you guys did stop watching it, Fred, and it wasn't just me. Mom was sad. I think I got you all the little ponies, all of them. You're like,
Yeah.
well, let's give these away. We don't need these, and I was sad.
Yeah, I gave them away. I think I might have one somewhere down here. Probably. I don't know.
She's looking around the basement. We very well could have anything down here. Yeah. So, what's there a problem with wanting to watch My Little Pony?
I didn't bring it up.
Oh, who brought it up? Did I bring it up? Why would I do that to myself?
I don't know.
Because
She's gesturing vaguely in my direction, and just
Again, to go back to the meaning of her podcast, because you're a fool. You are the fool in the play who goes upstairs and farts into the toilet at the end. That is your position in her mind. She looks at her dad and says, "He's the fool."
yep.
ouch.
Yeah.
That's all I
You
have.
didn't
Nobody
dissect the
hit you.
meaning of that podcast at all before you came on today?
No, I just said, "Hey, Fred, that's pretty funny."
So
Boy, you got me good.
You walked into this podcast thinking this will be funny. We'll play Fred's podcast and then it'll be fun. And you are a fool.
Why is that light so bright, and why are you shining it right in my face?
You watch Scooby Doo, right?
Yep.
That's horror stuff.
For sleeping.
She likes to go to sleep to Be Cool, Scooby Doo.
Well, you said she likes to go to sleep to anything.
I need to sleep.
Yeah,
Wow.
I get you, sister.
I've trained my kids well. We turn on the TV and fall asleep. We don't, do story time or.
I got over
We
here.
used to.
Yeah, we did, but you
I
guys.
like Gru.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Gru, the comic Gru,
Yeah.
Sergio Aragon.
I wanted to start hearing you because you usually be funny when you read those kind of stories.
Well, Gru's a funny guy.
Yep.
Also, an idiot. Who's dumber, me or Gru? Oh boy, you're thinking about it. That was not where I thought that would go.
Conveniently both given one-syllable names because they're monosyllabic people.
Oh, that was aimed at me there.
No, you made up a new word last podcast and then you proved to me it was real.
Did I? Good
I
for
don't
me.
remember, do you remember the word? I don't.
Of course I don't. I don't believe.
That was 45 minutes ago.
Hey, Fred. Hi.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
You have a blanket on.
So,
Yeah, but I'm so cold.
And the air conditioner's off.
if you don't like horror movies, what would you recommend people watch? Like, lay me down some good movies you've seen lately. You've seen movies I haven't seen.
Zootopia.
That is a good movie.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I like the song.
There's a song in
Yes, there is!
Where?
Pete, I feel like you watch
Wow.
every musical except Hamilton.
Oh yeah, Shakira was like a llama or something in Zootopia.
Is that Jason Bateman?
It is Bateman. I can't remember who the rabbit was though, and that's gonna bug me. The rabbit was.
What
the hero
else
of
do you
it.
like, Fred?
So we got Zootopia.
I know. I don't like when Dad sings Frozen.
What songs do you sing, Pete?
Go ahead, sing.
Oh, definitely.
I don't remember which. It's been a while since we watched Frozen, so you're gonna
Sing
have
your
to,
Moana song then, the one that you sang for like 2 straight years.
What was the one I sang for? You guys, like, again, you.
It's good to be me or something?
It's
No.
good to be me. Ha!
Is that what it is?
No.
Is it You're Welcome?
You're welcome, that's what it is.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No,
I don't remember the words.
I remember the words.
Tell me the words.
Kind of.
All right, you want to have a? We got to do a karaoke night.
But
Karaoke, it's a thing where you sing.
I know.
Good Lord, I don't know if that translates across the podcast, but my gosh.
You go back in time and change her middle name to Sassy. You're sassing him.
Her
I
middle
approve.
name. Her middle name was also almost impossible.
That's right.
Winifred Unpossible. In fact, you asked me in the hospital. You said
No,
you
I
didn't
texted you.
really name her Unpossible, did you?
I texted you the day before. I asked you, please don't name her Impossible.
Yeah, so I went with Rex, who my mother asked me, why can't you call her Regina?
I don't know
It's
that.
Queen, but it's Latin for Queen, as opposed to King, which is Rex.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, I said, no, it's Rex, because that's the Tom Waits song.
You excited about your name comes from a TV show and a song? And
No,
inbreeding, if we
but
get to the last one.
I know when my brother and my dad play like dinosaurs, and my dad asked, "What dinosaur are you?" And I'm like, "It's in the name."
Ah, Stegosaurus. That's your name, right? Winifred Stegosaurus.
You're horrible at this.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Sam,
Oh,
or
that's
ask
what all
you
the
the same
reviews
thing I
say,
asked
too.
Sam. You've known Uncle Brian your whole life. Feel free to say something Uncle Brian does. Why does he love his hat so much? Why won't he let you just steal it and do
Because he
whatever?
doesn't like showing his hair.
That's right. Did you notice I didn't wear my hat today?
You're wearing headphones.
Well, I didn't. I always wear a hat when I wear headphones, except for when you guys were going to be here because I didn't want to deal with that for 4 hours.
It is quite the look, the hat on top of the headphones. I like it. Not underneath where you think you would do it, and then the headphones over the top. You can put the headphones on. Stack it up. A hat on a head.
A hat on a hat.
Close.
So, any other movies you suggest people watch if they don't like horror?
I don't know.
What's your favorite movie?
So you just came in here just to make fun of us.
Yep.
That's
And
why
that-
everybody comes on, though.
Yep.
I'm learning things about this podcast today.
It only took 28 episodes.
That's a long time.
Gave me a signal of what movie.
What movie?
Scooby Doo movies.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, all of them. You like the movies or the cartoons?
They're kind of cartoons. All of them almost.
So there's a bunch of live action ones too. I don't know if you know about this, Uncle Brian.
Oh, no, I do know that.
There's ones that just have like Daphne and Velma. I assume
Oh
there's
yeah.
I think that's Pornhub.
.com.
That's a plug.
What?
Why is everyone staring at me?
She's just getting material.
We were just trying to figure out what else you wanted to recommend to anybody who's listening. Because you're not a horror movie person. Because we only talk
Nobody
about
is
horror
listening to you guys.
That's not true. Everyone says
movies.
that.
I agree with you, Fred. I don't
Only
know.
my mom does, and you guys.
I don't even listen.
Yeah.
I've never listened to one of these, Fred. You know why?
I listened to half of one.
Did you?
Yeah, in the car. You put it on.
I didn't put it on.
Pete's caught in a lie.
Yeah, you did.
How else would she know what a killer pinata is?
How would you know what a killer pinata is?
First of all, you two talk about it, and second of all, you put it on in the car.
I don't believe it. Were there witnesses?
He's in the car,
Yes.
so clearly he
Sam's
has.
a witness, and mom, and me.
All right, well, I did put it on in the car. I didn't listen to it, though, because I'm afraid to listen to myself. I said, I'm just driving now, and I went into my driving zone.
I mean, you heard a pitch perfect impression of you already on this podcast.
I know, I get it. I'm well aware. I can have vague memories of what I must sound like.
It sounds exactly like she did. I forgot because I'm my dad. That's you.
My dad has a notorious faulty memory, and I did inherit it from him.
Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about on the podcast, Fred?
What was the scariest movie you've ever seen? We were trying to watch Shazam, The Fury of the
Oh,
Gods,
yeah.
and it got too scary.
Wow.
Well, it was at night. It would give me nightmares. Sophia gave me nightmares before.
Because you got too
Yeah.
much Stranger Things.
I got too much in my brain.
Well, that's why we turned it off.
Yeah.
'Cause-
What do you mean? You didn't turn it off. She turned it off.
We're talking.
Now,
we're
like-
talking about Fury of the God,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Shazam movie. Yep.
I'm not that scared of it now.
Now, because it's daylight and you're safe.
Yeah.
So that's the level we're working with. Like Shazam's a little bit too scary.
I know it's fake. I already know that.
Okay.
I just had to get a closer look on the monsters. I don't like the one with the tongue, the long tongue.
I think what we're going to do next time we have them on is we're going to do a watch along to Eraserhead.
I've never seen Eraserhead.
Oh, it'll be a
so-
first watch for a lot of people.
Oh,
Yay!
I know that there's one scary movie that I really enjoy. It's not that scary, but it's also scary. Is it Monster Squad?
Yes,
I like-
everybody likes Monster Squad.
It's a solid movie, right? Mm-hmm. I know. It's a good movie.
I think if I can just click
Oh,
a button.
Uncle Brian might have something.
I know.
Nope, I can't do it.
Oh,
I
well.
can't do it while it's recording.
Where's that sad trombone? The trombone?
It's
Fuck. Crow.
that's what's on here.
Fred is giving you the look of somebody.
Don't give it to
who
me.
used
Give it to
swear
Nicolas
word.
Cage. That was
No.
Nicolas Cage.
I
Fred,
don't
you-
care who Nicolas Cage is.
Who even is Nicholas?
Oh my God, they're turning on you.
What happened? They
This is
love
our Nicolas
Monster
Cage
Squad. And
update
look
for
what they've
you.
done. All right. Do you guys remember The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
What now?
It was a movie starring Nicolas Cage where he was a sorcerer and there was a kid who found a ring that said he had magic, but he also did like lightning stuff.
I don't know, but I'm having like memories of like we watched this movie where this guy had like these boots on,
Okay.
and
I'm with you.
he started learning magic from this guy with like I don't know if he had curly hair or something.
He did.
I
And,
don't remember, but I really want to watch it again.
well, that was Nicolas Cage, the guy with the curly hair who was teaching him magic and who was hundreds of years old.
And Fred,
And he was fighting Dr. Octopus.
it's time we told you that's your real father.
She wishes.
Hey, you wish.
I wish.
You could tell everybody that your wife slept with Nicolas Cage.
I wish I was Nicolas Cage. Wait,
You
no.
wish you were your wife in
you
that
do
scenario.
not. You do not want to wish that.
What don't I want to wish?
You do not want to wish that you're Nicolas Cage.
No.
You do not at all.
No, I don't. But that's Nicolas Cage, and now we're going to watch The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh,
Well, that's our next watch along.
that's our next watch along.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. It's a new to me. Double feature with Eraserhead.
There you go.
Eraserhead's not the scariest movie ever made, but it's one that I know will definitely give children nightmares. And fathers.
Ooh. That also is a twofer. All right. I think we got.
Yep. So anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
I have a question. Does this sound gross?
It really does. Congratulations. ASMR for everybody.
We don't have any corrections and apologies. Our Nicolas Cage update is that your children do not care for Nicolas Cage.
We're going to change that starting now.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
No.
I don't know what movies he's going to make you watch outside of The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
No.
That was all I had for right now.
I'm going to call Grandma O if you try making us watch something that we don't want to watch.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to call Grandma O. And then she's just going to take us to her house and we're going to bake some cookies.
I don't see a downside to this.
Damn, I'm gonna call Grandma O and tell her you're making me watch something I don't want to watch. I want some cookies.
Yell at Dad
What?
because is
All right, the children are conspiring against us.
I think that we did some good stuff here. You guys enjoy being on the podcast for the first time?
Yes.
yes. Oh, go on.
Okay, you can pop back on here. Here, talk to your dad. Come over here.
I'm really very cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
What is there something you're coming back on just specifically to tell me, Sam?
Bold.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Great.
Thanks,
It's the best
buddy.
thing I ever heard.
Anything else you got kicking around that you see anything else interesting in the basement? that you want to tell anyone who might be listening about?
The buffalo bisons things.
Wait, where?
Buffalo Bisons hanging out.
And a unicorn.
What are they? A AAA league?
What?
Minors
It
for
says
the.
2004.
Yeah, it's probably the last time they won something of note.
I have a very big question. Is it cold down here?
No.
Do you-
Because I'm wearing a jersey.
Sam, do you want to tell everybody that's listening what they were listening to in the background for the last 25 minutes?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was you.
You were jumping on the couch, basically. You were crawling on it.
I
You
was
were.
trying to play football.
You could have like watched your Kindle. I was nice and quiet.
I
sorta.
didn't want to. I'm trying to have tab off screens.
So, if people don't have kids, this is what it sounds like pretty much every minute of every day.
What do you mean? I be quiet and then you are like, hey, wanna do something? Hey, wanna do something?
I got out of the car today at about 8:15 in the morning. Pete didn't come outside for about 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, I heard Sam's whole life story 17 times. He never stops moving. He never stops talking. I don't know how he has that energy. He's like, I just got up an hour ago. And I was like, so did I.
No, I got 2 hours.
And it's 11:30 and I'm still not awake.
It's 11:30 already?
I'm never awake.
I got nothing to follow that up with. I think we should bring this ship into port.
No.
Yeah.
I have to go pee.
I already.
Yo, you gotta
You better
hurry.
get in there quick because we know what your dad's going to do when this is over.
Go, wait.
All right, say goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.